Hello, everyone, and welcome in. Hope everyone is doing well. Positive healing vibes to all the subscribers, the viewers, and the world out there. Today we are doing Aries healing message, and this is going to resonate for a month to about the next 3 months. In this message, we are looking into those subconscious blockages that are holding us back and how we can start processing and moving forward from them. Now, please keep in mind, guys, the messages are general. They're not going to resonate every time for every person. These messages are very specific for very specific people, and they will be very specific in the title. So be mindful of that. If you like the vibe, how I interpret the cards, you're more than welcome to subscribe to the channel. And if you are finding that the message is resonating, if it's helpful for you, then please give it a thumbs up. All the love and support is very much appreciated. It does help get the message out there and with growth of the channel. So thank you guys so much for that. So let's tap in here, Aries. We're first going to start with your past, present, future energy. The energy surrounding you is what we're going to tap into. Then we'll dive a little bit deeper into the subconscious mind. Most important message here for Aries. Spirit, what do my Aries friends need to know? Please and thank you. Past energy, the Page of Swords, the Three of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. Present energy is the Four of Swords, the Nine of Swords, the Queen of Cups. The future is the Queen of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Queen of Wands. Energy. We have a lot of queens on the table, guys. We have 3 out of the 4 queens showing their face out of a 9-card spread. What does this tell me? This tells me that there are women, or in particular, around you that have your back. This is like a support system. Now, this could be like aunts, cousins, a mom, a sister. Maybe this is siblings. But I do feel like these people will support you no matter what. And that is a beautiful thing. That's an underlying message coming out here. Now, in the past, I feel like everything was taken care of. Your needs were met. Okay. I feel here, to be honest with you, that your mom and your dad probably likely owned a small business. And this took the attention away from the home life. Not meaning that it was negative or it was bad. It was just they worked a lot to provide for the family. And because of this kind of energy that you grew up in, this environment of work-focused, goal-orientated, you're in that same energy presently. You're feeling as if like things just aren't enough. Like you've put in the work, you've put in the time, you've put in a lot of effort, but you can't seem to get to the next level. And I feel like this is having to do with maybe business, career, finances. Now, even though finances is involved and I feel like it's being affected, to be honest with you, Aries, the blockages are stemming from that childhood experience. And I'm not saying that it was a negative thing by any means, because it was definitely solidifying a very solid foundation for you, for your future. However, there has to be a balance, right? There has to be a balance between work and home, between work and relationship. And maybe that's what's coming out here. That's what this fear, this anxiety is coming up as, is not being able to find that perfect balance. I do feel like everything turns out beautifully in the future. So everything is going to be okay, Aries. You just need to trust the process here. And how do we let go of this worry? How do we let go of this fear? You have to first be aware that your overthinking mind is acting in such a manner. Then you have to do things to curb that. So your brain is always going to worry, right? There's always going to be fear-based thinking that pops up every once in a while. But by us being aware of our thought patterns, we're able then to correct it, to transmute the energy into something positive. Let's clarify the Page of Swords, the Three of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles for Aries past. You see the Emperor with the Nine of Cups. Everything was taken care of in your past. And again, that Emperor energy, this is like a boss. This is like a leader. It's like a leadership role that a person takes on. A lot of times this will be like the boss of a business. Now, the reason why I feel like this is coming up is because intuitively you know that if you reached out and asked for help, these people would help guide you or help in any way that they could. They may even like give you work because of them being business owners, right? But more so, I feel like you could ask them for guidance and they would help you. Now, currently, I feel like that's something that you're not doing, and Spirit is guiding you to do so. To lean into your support system, ask for guidance, ask for help, and it doesn't necessarily mean financial help, even though it could. It simply means advice, guidance on how to do the books appropriately or who's the best tax accountant, those things. You see what I mean? It doesn't necessarily have to be, can you build my business for me? But they will give you little tips and tricks to make the journey smoother. I do feel like you already intuitively know this, but have a hard time asking for help. And I feel like that's where the blockages come in. Because everybody around you is so independent, Aries, so taking care of business. And I feel like so are you. You are very goal-orientated, taking care of business. And that's why you have a hard time asking for help. Don't feel so burdened by that. Because everybody has challenges. Everybody has blockages that they have to overcome. And sometimes those blockages are simply just needing to ask for help, needing to push ourselves out of our comfort zone. And maybe it's a perspective shift. We'll dive a little bit deeper into the subconscious to see what's going on. But I really honestly feel here, Aries, that maybe it's a perspective shift. Maybe instead of thinking like they're going to help me, they're going to rescue me, maybe looking at it like they're giving me guidance. They're giving me clarity. They're helping me through a rough patch, right? So let's pull out another deck. We're going to first tap into what needs to be released here in this energy. Aries, if you find the messages helpful or resonating, please give it a thumbs up. Also, guys, if you like the vibe, how I interpret the cards, you're more than welcome to subscribe to the channel. The energy surrounding Aries, Spirit, and what Aries needs to release. Please and thank you. Knew it. So there's a change in perspective. I honestly feel like, Aries, maybe you feel like the person who you would likely ask for help would be overbearing or take over the project, something along those lines. But maybe that's where you can step in and have the control. And instead of asking just for general advice or guidance, specifying it a little bit more. Again, the Hanged Man is here. This is a change in perspective. I honestly feel like, Aries, you're not reaching out for help at all. It's like you're independent. You got this. But I feel like And you do got this. Don't get me wrong. You would figure this out on your own, but it'll be a lot quicker if you had help. And the hard part for you is asking for help. And it's because of how you're looking at the perspective of asking for help. So, how will this shift happen? I feel like you're kind of going to be forced like a rock in a hard spot. And then you're going to ask. You don't have to wait until you feel pressured. Okay, if you feel a little bit of intensity around a certain decision, or maybe this is like trying to figure out what you should put your energy in first, or the steps of building a business, or the steps of building a brand. However this is resonating for you, you don't have to wait until you feel backed into a corner to reach out and ask for help. There's a need here to whatever it is that you're going through, and I feel like it has to do with financial, with business, with career. There are people around you that would help you get out of this tough spot, but they don't know, and they're not mind readers, so they're not going to be able to read your mind and see, Aries, that you need assistance, that you need help, that you need guidance, and that's where you speaking up comes in. Now let's look at where to focus your energy. I feel like this will be a very positive outcome if you're able to push yourself out of your comfort zone. But it's like, how? How do we do that? So the Death, the Star, the Ten of Swords. This is where to focus your energy. So there's something here that you're needing to release. Death and the Ten of Swords. Okay? And you intuitively with the Star energy already know what this is. The first thing that comes to my mind is like releasing a career to start a business. And Aries are great leaders. They're big on starting businesses. We have the King of Coins, so this is like a boss as well. This is like a leader as well. But I feel like this is you taking the lead. And maybe this isn't something that can happen all at once. Maybe this is something that needs to be planned. There needs to be strategy. But it can happen quicker than you are thinking. I feel like your worry, your fear, your brain is really hindering you from moving forward. And even if you are moving forward, you could speed things up by getting out of your own head. So, anything that's hidden that Aries needs to be made aware of. Please and thank you. I feel like somebody is about to come in and take the reins. Somebody's been sitting back watching you struggle, and they're about to come in and help you through this struggle. You're going to realize that you didn't need to go through the struggle as long as you have. And I definitely feel like this is a mother, this is an aunt, maybe a sibling, but I definitely feel like an older person who you look up to. Again, very, very beautiful support system here, Aries, but you don't utilize it. Here's another thing to ponder, guys. When we have a support system, when we have family, when we have friends, but we don't connect with them as much, makes them feel distant from us. So even if we just connect every once in a while, reach out, ask for help, ask for guidance, it allows the door to stay open for support, for communication, for having fun experiences with one another. So your advice moving forward: Six of Cups, King of Swords, Seven of Wands, and the Page of Coins. You are reluctant to ask for help, ask for assistance. The universe has your back and has been guiding you in small ways, minute ways, to reach out to this person. So, I mean, free will is always at play, guys. So you have the free will to do whatever your heart desires, whatever it is that you want to do. However, if you want this process to speed up a little quicker, ask for help. Flow. This is a beautiful, beautiful energy. This goes right along with your reading, Aries. This card is about manifestation. It is wonderful to know you can release your unhappiness. Please trust that you hold the power to be happy. Your healing is hinged on how you view your world. If you feel unhappy or unlucky, you may benefit from committing to a more positive attitude. You've fallen into a pattern of limited thinking that doesn't allow you to see your inner beauty. This card also suggests that you often find yourself in situations that trigger past issues. Perhaps it is time for you to heal those. Be open to the messages and the signs that are continually part of your reality. Allow yourself to see your blessings. Trust that you are given opportunities to grow and learn so you can release what doesn't work and call in what your true desires are. Aries. Again, this reading is all about asking for help. Now, I don't know who needs to hear this. This may be for only one person, which is perfectly fine for me. But I feel here, Aries, changing your perspective on, instead of looking at it like I need their help, maybe looking at it like they can help carry the load. So Aries, I feel like that's a good solid message coming out for you guys. Thank you guys again for all the love and support. For information on the rituals that I do here on the channel, the ritual kits, for personal readings, for other videos, for the drawing that we're about to do at 20,000 subscribers, please check the description box below. If you found the messages helpful or resonating for you, please give it a thumbs up or comment how it's helped below. You never know how your story could help another person. Thank you guys again, and I look forward to reading your cards again soon. Namaste.